While you're watching this video, archaeologists somewhere in the world are about to uncover something remarkable, and when they do, there's a solid chance it'll be featured right here on this channel. We're all about spotlighting fresh discoveries, and nothing excites us more than sharing the most intriguing ones with you. Whether the find comes from a seasoned expert or a construction worker breaking ground, we love diving into the stories behind them. And this video is packed with some of the most captivating treasures uncovered in recent times. Let's start off with number 15, Colossal Quartz Block. At Coleman's Quartz Mine in Jesseville, quartz is a daily affair. Unless, of course, it weighs 2,000 pounds and stretches over 8 feet long. In late 2018, mine owners Ron Coleman and his son Josh unearthed the block unlike anything they'd seen since the mine opened in the 1940s. Perfectly formed and astonishingly large, the quartz slab is estimated to be worth around $3.5 million if sold intact. But that's proven tricky. The family has declined all offers requiring it to be broken down, insisting it remain whole. That choice has made finding a buyer a longer process, but they remain firm. Despite countless remarkable finds over the decades, this single block stands alone in size and purity. The discovery wasn't flashy. It came quietly during routine work, but its value lies in the sheer scale and the family's decision to honor the stone's completeness. As it stands now, it's polished, pristine, and waiting for someone who appreciates it as more than a commodity. Number 14. Nuestra Señora de las Mercedes shipwreck. The Spanish frigate Nuestra Señora de las Mercedes sank very badly in 1804 after a British attack off Portugal's coast. For over 200 years it remained lost, until a 2007 American-led expedition uncovered its cargo, nearly 600,000 gold and silver coins, valued at over $350 million. Spain immediately claimed ownership and, after a court battle, reclaimed the treasure in 2012. But the story didn't end there. A second dive in 2020, authorized by the Spanish government, revealed the Americans had missed a second cache. This included iron and bronze weaponry, copper and tin ingots, more coins, and naval relics. Altogether, the second haul pushed the wreck's estimated value past $500 million. The Mercedes wasn't just a treasure ship, it was a floating vault of colonial wealth, a reminder of imperial ambition and maritime conflict. Now, with both hulls recovered, it stands as one of the most lucrative shipwreck recoveries in maritime history. And for Spain, a long-lost legacy has finally resurfaced, twice. Number 13. Silla Royal Crown, Korea. This thing is just beautiful. The ancient kingdom of Silla ruled parts of the Korean peninsula for centuries, and its burial traditions were as unique as its culture. Instead of burying their royalty underground, they constructed wooden chambers above the surface, covering them with stone and earth to create burial mounds. One of the most elaborate tombs ever unearthed from this era is the Great Tomb of Hwangnam, which held the remains of a royal couple buried side by side. The king's crown was impressive, but it was the queen's that stole the spotlight. A masterwork of gold and jade with vertical branches shaped like trees and antlers, held together by rows of delicate gold discs. 6 pendants hung down from the headpiece, moving as if alive when handled. The design's resemblance to ceremonial wear from tribal leaders in Eurasia suggests a cultural connection far beyond East Asia. It's a piece that bridges continents, hinting at networks of trade and symbolism that scholars are only beginning to fully understand. Number 12. The Crosby Garrett Helmet, England. In 2010, near the small town of Crosby Garrett in Cumbria, England, an amateur metal detectorist stumbled upon a bronze-copper alloy helmet with features unlike anything seen before. Believed to have belonged to a Roman cavalry officer more than 2,000 years ago, the helmet was likely not made for battle. Its elaborate faceplate would have severely limited visibility. Instead, it's assumed to have been worn during ceremonial parades or tournaments. The helmet's design hints at Trojan influence, which aligns with known Roman practices of absorbing visual styles and traditions from other cultures. Within 6 months of its discovery, the helmet was auctioned off for $3.6 million to a private collector. While privately owned, it's been made available for public viewing at exhibitions, ensuring this rare artifact remains accessible for historical appreciation. Its condition, aesthetic intricacy, and cultural significance make it one of the most extraordinary Roman-era items ever found in Britain, and a reminder that some of the most valuable pieces of history start with a simple walk in the countryside. Number 11. Uttar Pradesh Gold Reserve Discovery. What started as a research initiative by the Geological Survey of India turned into a revelation of jaw-dropping proportions. After 2 decades of study, researchers confirmed the existence of over 3,300 tons of gold ore buried beneath Uttar Pradesh. To put that into perspective, it's 5 times larger than the country's known reserves. The survey, initially aimed at assessing mineral wealth in Vindhyan and Bundelkhand regions, revealed more than just gold. Significant deposits of diamond, platinum, quartz, and uranium were also identified. With this discovery, a large-scale extraction project is now in motion, set to generate jobs and reshape the region's economic future. While India has long been associated with gold in cultural terms, this find could make the nation a leader in gold production. The sheer scale of the deposit shocked even officials, many of whom now admit the exploration should have begun much earlier. Still, late or not, the results are in, and they've rewritten the map of India's mineral wealth almost overnight. Number 10. The Golden Mask of King Taras. Modern Bulgaria once belonged to the ancient Thracian kingdom, which was a civilization famed for its expert goldsmiths. But among all their creations, this 23-karat gold death mask stands apart. Unearthed from the Zefistata mound near Shipka by renowned archaeologist Georgy Kitov, the mask dates back nearly 2,500 years. The detailed facial features, eyes, beard, nose, are believed to reflect the appearance of a Thracian ruler, most likely King Taras. Similar images have been seen on coins from the same period supporting this identification. The craftsmanship suggests the mask was a royal tribute, intended to honor a figure of great importance. Now housed in the National Archaeological Museum in Sofia, it's regarded as one of the most remarkable pieces of Thracian gold art ever recovered. Its existence reminds us that the echoes of long-lost kings still speak through the treasures they left behind, some buried for millennia, waiting to be found by the patient hands of modern archaeologists. Number 9. Gold coins in Yavne. We all dream about this, but not this guy. While some teens spend summer lounging by the pool, Oz Cohen and his best friend went digging for real. In 2020, the two volunteered at an archaeological site in Yavne, central Israel, and made a once-in-a-lifetime find, a clay jar packed with 425 solid gold coins. Dated to the late 9th century during the Abbasid Caliphate, every single coin is 24-karat gold. According to Robert Kuhl of the Israel Antiquities Authority, the stash could have bought a luxury estate in its day. Most ancient gold is lost to history, melted and repurposed by later civilizations, but this jar was buried deep and held in place with a nail, suggesting someone hid it deliberately and never returned. Whether buried in fear or as a safeguard, the jar sat untouched for over 1,000 years. It's one of the rarest gold hoards ever found in Israel, and a testament to the value placed on wealth, secrecy, and survival in a turbulent era. Number 8. The Samurai Coin Jar. While excavating ancient buildings once used by samurai in Japan's Saitama Prefecture, archaeologists stumbled upon a cracked earthenware jar standing nearly 30 inches tall. What lay inside made headlines, a hidden cache of over 40,000 coins, each strung together through the center in bundles. The jar was buried deep beneath the structure, and based on its location and the time period, experts believe it dates back to Japan's 15th century Warring States era. It may have belonged to a wealthy samurai or served as a shared reserve for a group of warriors. These coins, mostly copper, were carefully bundled, showing deliberate storage rather than a rushed concealment. While it's difficult to assign a precise modern value, the jar holds the largest coin collection ever unearthed in Japanese history. It offers more than monetary worth. It provides a direct link to feudal life, where war, loyalty, and wealth were tightly bound, and where even a clay pot could hold generations of silent stories. Number C8. Ancient Tomb Complex. Northern Cyprus has long been known for its buried past, but one recent excavation near the ancient city of Soli revealed an aristocratic tomb complex far richer than expected. Inside were the remains of a high-status family buried roughly 2,400 years ago, surrounded by finely crafted weapons, gold jewelry, and ceremonial items. While one chamber had been looted centuries ago, the other two were untouched. Among the most remarkable pieces was a golden wreath shaped like ivy leaves, detailed down to its delicate golden berries. Its condition is flawless, almost as if it had just left the goldsmith's hands. Archaeologists also found 16 intricately decorated jars, likely used in ceremonial banquets, alongside items thought to have originated in Athens, which confirms ancient trade between the regions. It's a layered find, one part family memorial, one part cultural time capsule. The tomb offers an intimate look into the social customs, wealth, and craftsmanship of elite families in ancient Cyprus and the Mediterranean connections they maintained. Number 6. The bureau sits hidden coin. Well, inheriting an old piece of furniture doesn't usually lead to life-changing surprises, but for Amy Clapp of Derbyshire, it did. In February 2019, she received a 20th century desk from a distant relative. While the desk itself wasn't valuable, its hidden compartments told a different story. Inside one of 3 secret drawers, Amy found a pristine, 650-year-old coin, a Raymond IV Prince of Orange Francy minted in 1365. According to expert Don Collins, it's so rare he'd only ever seen it in catalog photos over a 50-year career. While the desk is worth maybe $100, the coin's estimated value sits closer to $3,000. Amy decided to part with the coin but keep the bureau, a modest piece of furniture now forever tied to an unexpected slice of European history. One quiet desk, one forgotten drawer, and a medieval coin that slipped through centuries unnoticed until now. What do you think about it? Well, let us know. Now let's talk about number 5. The giant gold torque of Cambridgeshire. In November 2016, a man sweeping his metal detector across a Cambridgeshire field made one of Britain's most striking Bronze Age finds, a colossal gold torque over 4 feet long and nearly 5 pounds in weight. This spiral-shaped bar, with its flanged terminals and perfectly coiled twist, dates back roughly 3,300 years. Its size alone sets it apart. No other bar torque in the UK matches its scale. Composed of 87% gold and 13% silver, roughly 21 karat by modern standards. It's an engineering mystery. Experts are still unsure how the collars connecting the bar to its ends were attached. There's no trace of soldering, no join marks, no obvious explanation. The torque's proximity to Must Farm, one of Britain's richest prehistoric sites, has sparked theories of cultural links, but there are no firm answers. Whether it was worn in ceremonies, displayed as status, or buried in ritual, it speaks volumes about the craftsmanship of its era. This wasn't just jewelry, it was an emblem of power made with stunning precision. Number 4. The 4-year-old sits pendant. Well, most kids dig in sandboxes, but this 4-year-old boy named James Hyatt dug up a 500-year-old treasure. It was a big deal. While metal detecting in a field near Billericay, Essex, with his father, James found a small gold pendant buried just 6 inches below the surface. Weighing roughly 1/3 of an ounce, and made of 73% gold, the pendant features an engraving of the Virgin Mary and a hidden back panel, likely meant to hold a relic. That panel is stuck shut, leaving the mystery inside untouched for now. Despite its size, the pendant holds serious historical and monetary value. Experts from the British Museum estimate it could fetch up to $3 million at auction. With the family's and landowners' approval, the museum is preparing to sell it. What began as a father-son hobby became a once-in-a-lifetime discovery, one that turned a curious afternoon into a moment that will live on in history and museum archives alike. Number 3. The Ottoman Shipwreck. Now this find is amazing. For decades, archaeologists suspected ancient cargo ships lay buried in the Levantine basin, but few had been successfully found. That changed with the discovery of a massive Ottoman shipwreck 2 miles off Lebanon's coast. The vessel, sunk in the 1630s en route from Cairo to Istanbul, revealed a dazzling haul of artifacts from 14 countries. Among the items were Chinese porcelain from the Ming Dynasty, Arabian incense, Yemeni water jars, Indian pepper, and even banned goods, tobacco pipes and coffee jars, despite strict Ottoman laws at the time. Experts believe these luxuries were bound for Sultan Murad IV himself, but it's all a guess. The ship's cargo paints a vivid picture of global trade in the 17th century and hints at the contradictions between public decrees and private indulgence among empire elites. The wreck, now being studied by marine archaeologists, not only confirms long-held theories about Middle Eastern trade, but challenges assumptions about Ottoman culture and consumption. Number 2. Tamil Nadu Temple Gold Coin Hoard. In early 2020, 2 temple workers in Tamil Nadu, India, were clearing land behind a temple when their tools struck something unexpected. 6 feet underground, buried in the soil, was a copper pot packed with gold. Inside were 505 coins, 504 of typical size, and 1 significantly larger known as a hundial. The find was accidental, made during preparations for a new garden on the temple grounds. While most of the coins feature Arabic inscriptions, others show Hindu deities, leaving experts puzzled about the hoard's exact origin. Despite their age remaining uncertain for now, the total weight of the gold places their estimated worth near $100,000. The entire collection has been handed over to the Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowments Department, pending further analysis. If confirmed to be centuries old, as many suspect, their historical value could easily surpass their material worth. It's one of those moments where faith, history, and fate come crashing together in a single silent vessel full of unanswered questions. Number 1. Early Christian ring found in a Roman shipwreck. In December 2021, Israeli archaeologists, exploring 2 ancient shipwrecks near Caesarea, came across an unusual item, a Roman-era gold ring inset with a vivid green gemstone. Carved into the stone is a small figure, a tunic-wearing shepherd with a sheep across his shoulders. It's a classic symbol of early Christianity, known as the Good Shepherd, and one of the earliest religious icons used by Christians. The ring, believed to be around 1,600 years old, was found among other items from the wreck, including parts of a ship's bell, shattered anchors, and personal effects. The ships themselves are thought to have sailed from Italy and sank en route for reasons still unknown. Though the wreckage is partially buried under layers of sea silt, its contents speak volumes. That this ring survived, unmarred, in such a chaotic environment is remarkable. Whether it belonged to a sailor, a merchant, or a religious figure, it's now a symbol of faith carried across time, from the Roman Empire to the bottom of the sea. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.